All right. All right. So, it is what? What's today? Tuesday?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it is.
I can't believe it's Tuesday.
What are you
already.
doing back there?
Dude, I'm getting stuff out of my pockets.
Oh,
What do you think I
I
was
thought
doing?
I thought your butt itched.
No, dude. I was getting. Look at what I'm carrying. I got this big ass remote, a flashlight, and the new Apple tag in case I lose my keys.
No, look at this. What does it look like I'm doing?
All right. In hindsight, it looks like you're butt scratching, but I wasn't doing any of that.
In
I was
hindsight, no pun intended.
no.
It's pretty good,
No.
Carlos. Man,
I
brilliant.
that and I was just getting all this junk out of my pockets.
Cats.
This episode is brought to you in part by the AutoFlosser.
The easier way to floss. Bridges, implants, dentures, ortho, you name it.
You know, we've all had those patients where you can't floss. Fishing line, voodoo, mirrors. We don't need any of that. AutoFlosser is all you need. Do we have a deal for people that sign up for an ambassador?
Yes, right now, if you sign up to be an ambassador for the AutoFlosser, you can get a free AutoFlosser. All you have to do is pay shipping, and it's only for a limited time, so hurry up and check out the link.
Yeah. We don't know how long it's going to last, but it's a good deal. Check it out. I think once you get one in your hands, you're going to love it. Check the link in the description. Guys, thank you so much. AutoFlosser.
And auto-floss yourself.
Or semi-auto floss yourself. Either way, just
Yeah.
get it done.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. It's good to see you, man. I feel like it's been a while.
It has been.
You know?
It has been, because we were supposed to record Saturday, and I texted you on Friday, and I said, hey, what time? And you were like, I'm going to be on a flight. And I was like, what? What did you have? Because I don't keep up with you, Carlos.
Well, Dr. Mark Costas puts on this phenomenal event for the Dental Success Institute. It's his baby, you know.
Nice. Yeah.
And we do it at this really nice resort, the Desert Ridge in Phoenix. And the auditorium is huge. It's like a big auditorium. Yeah. I mean, there's no other way to describe it.
Oh, it's an auditorium.
Yeah. Like, not a auditorium.
Not like a comedy club. Not a comedy club. It's like much bigger than that.
You take your average dental conference room, and it's
Okay.
maybe 4 or 5 of those.
Jeez.
You know how they're normally deeper than they are wide? This is so wide and still deep, but not as, you know what I'm saying? It was wider than it was deep. You
like
can squeeze 600-700 people in this thing.
Was it like a hotel ballroom?
Yes, like a giant ass wedding ballroom setup.
Why didn't you just say it was a ballroom?
I don't know, man. Auditorium sounded like the appropriate thing, but then in hindsight, again,
it wasn't a ball, so I get it.
I'm just adjusting this sharp. I have a sharp belt. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like
because sometimes I have sharp buttons, and I'm like, nah, this ain't working. Ugh. Yeah.
So anyway, I was supposed to go out there last year, in March or something, and then our boy COVID was acting wild.
Oh.
So we postponed it till this past weekend, and which was overdue. I think people needed to laugh a little bit.
Of course.
I pushed the envelope a little bit. You know, I pushed it a little bit, and it made me laugh. That's
what matters, though.
You know, well, here's the thing, because what they do is a dental success. It's not the dental sort of do okay institute. It's the dental success
like mediocre institute.
Yeah, it's not. So they're breaking it down by formulas, like the percentage of this and percentage of that, and hygiene. And it's very heady stuff, and I'm sure it works, and I'm sure there's people that get off on all these numbers. Not my cup of tea. I'm more of a silly entertainment kind of guy.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
So
you and me
I was
both.
sitting there for the last hour, and my head was spinning, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Make a long story short, they introduced me, and I hit the ground running. I had 30 minutes, and it was just a lot of fun. It was just a lot of fun. Met some nice people. Had a fantastic dinner.
Did you kill it?
Yeah, I did well. I did pretty good. I did well.
You skimmed right over that.
Well, because here's the thing. If I say I murdered it, I've been around other comics that go, "Oh yeah, no, I was murdering," and no, you really weren't. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And here's the thing.
So you're being hesitantly,
cautiously, yeah. I did well. I did very well. Here's the thing. Yeah. It's not a nightclub. There's no alcohol. It's a long day after sessions of high tech stuff. So and it was 5 o'clock. It wasn't 10:30 after you got home and took a shower and had a couple drinks and now you're ready to party and get down. Plus, because it was such a big space, there was a big gap between me, an auditorium, if you will, between me and the first row of people. So I like to be up close and personal where I don't want to say smell them, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I want you to see the expressions in my face.
Right.
They did have me on the Jumbotron, though, which was kind of cool.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. And if I do say so myself, I probably don't need a Jumbotron to be jumbo-sized. You know what I mean? But no.
I'm right there
very
with
nice.
You, so. Yeah.
And then, you remember Travis?
Yeah.
Our friend Travis, the software developer guy, real tall,
Travis.
great looking dude.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey man, what are you doing for dinner?"
Yeah.
I go, "I don't have any plans." He goes, "Come." So someone was hosting a very, very nice dinner at one of the restaurants in the hotel. And I didn't really know that many people, so I felt a little awkward. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But I guess, I was a guest of a guest, and I don't know. They were super welcoming. So basically, I just sat in my little corner and told jokes for 2.5, 3 hours. And,
nice.
So by the end of the night, I was... Some people were going out somewhere, and I go, "Yeah, no, I'm done. I flew in.
That's it for me.
From Atlanta to Phoenix.
And boy, are my arms tired.
So by this time, it was maybe 2 a.m. Atlanta time. It's 11 o'clock local time.
Yeah.
It's 2 a.m. I didn't sleep well the night before. I'm done, I had the podcast on my laptop. I make it to the room. I open it up. I can't see straight. You know what I mean?
Like you're gonna you open it up like you're gonna actually work on it, and then 2 seconds later you're
I had to. So I closed it and drank some water and went to bed, and then I had to get up at 4:30 to catch to get across town to get to the airport for the 7 o'clock flight or whatever it was. So it was like flying in. I took maybe a 30-minute power nap, shower, go do the thing, run around all night. It was just go. Make a long story short, Sunday I'm at the house and I don't think I got dressed. Like I stayed in shorts and a t-shirt, you know what I mean? And I didn't go anywhere. I was just done. I've never slept that much. Like it wasn't all continuous, but I got up and walked around, and then at one point she was up and then came back around and she fell asleep again. I mean, we had just a lazy
I've had days like that.
It was so lazy, and it was cold. It was cooler. It was kind of overcast, and I was like, I go, I don't know what kind of witchcraft is going on here, man, but I can't wake up today. But it felt good. It felt good to sleep like that. You know what I mean? It was like
We've had those sleeping. Days.
You ever do that?
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
It's very rare. But there have been usually it's a Sunday, and we'll get up sort of early. The schedule is this on those days. You get up kind of early, you have your coffee, you sit around, you do this, you do that, you sit like on the porch, you take in some nature, and then probably about an hour, 2 hours later, you're like, you know what? I'm going to lay on the couch. You sleep, you snooze for like hour, 2 hours, and then you get up and you're just like, I think I'll just watch some TV. And then you fall asleep again.
Yeah.
And then you get up and it's dinner time. And then you're like, all right, let's have dinner. And then 3 hours later, it's like, oh, crap, I got to go to work. Okay, it's bedtime. So
I went back to bed like at a regular time too, and it just felt good to just sort of just shut down, man.
Yeah.
I don't. So I don't do that
good
ever.
good.
But if I feel like I needed to, you know.
Yeah, you get a good mattress.
Yeah.
That could like change your life.
Yeah, it's pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
and then out of the 3 dogs, they would take turns rotating who was gonna sleep with us.
We don't rotate. It's just Shelby. She's spoiled. The other ones, they stay in the laundry room. Shelby is John's favorite. There's no denying that. So.
Well, you know,
sorry.
It is what it is.
Sorry, guys. It's Shelby. Shelby's number 1.
Well, Snickers is my wife's. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we all have that favorite.
Watch out for Nikki. Don't sit on Nikki. And I'm like, ugh. Where's the stupid dog?
Yeah.
She's so cute, though.
Sit on her on purpose.
I know.
Yeah.
No, but things are good. How's the house and all that coming along?
It's crazy.
I bet,
it's
dude.
Crazy, man. I'm like wore out. I don't know if you could tell, but I am wore out. So, my little sister, Big Tuna, came in on Saturday.
Nice.
So I worked Friday. No, I took off. Oh, holy crap. So I took off Thursday, half a day, came home, was packing and packing and packing and packing. Friday, off all day, packing and doing laundry and doing this and packing that and da-da-da. And we take it over there and we come back and la la la. And then the next day, I had to go up to St. Louis to get Ashley from the airport. And Big Tuna, it was his first flight ever. She said he did really well. Like, he was a good baby. Not the ones on the planes where you just want to, like, accidentally, oh, did that just go out the window?
How long a flight is it?
Probably 2.5 hours, something like that.
It's not too bad.
And she comes from... No, she flew out of Dallas this time. So, if you fly out of Tyler, you have to go to Dallas. You sometimes switch planes and stuff. So she's like, I don't want to have to do all that with the baby. Never done this before. So I'm just going to drive up to Dallas, fly straight on, boom, done. I go and get him. And I'm like in the airport by the baggage area. And I'm like I'm looking. And I don't see him, and I don't see him. And then all of a sudden I see him. And I go up to him, and I'm like right in the middle of the, people walking by this way, that way, this way, that way. I just stop right here, and I go, oh, hey, big boy. And he's like, it took him a second, and then he goes, and he gets this huge smile on his face. And it was like, reunited, and it feels so good. Yeah, it was like that, but better. So I start. She had to go get his car seat and his bag and all blah blah blah. So I got to like 1-on-1. Hey, Big Tuna.
There you go.
How was it? Did you enjoy your flight? Is mommy treating you right? Because if not, I
got some stuff at the house.
I'll take care of that. And then her husband. Yes, has a nursing contract in Arkansas. So he actually drove up. It was about 4 hours. So he drove up. She flew in. He came the next morning, so Sunday morning. Ashley and I, straight from the airport, we went back to my place real quick, changed clothes to a birthday graduation going into the military party.
Nice.
All rolled up in one.
Wow.
So Big Tuna got passed around. People were like, oh, it's a baby. It's a baby. And that was cool. Ate lots of food and then went home and kind of just decompressed.
Sure.
Oh, it was nice. We just sat on the couch, started dozing off. Big Tuna fell asleep.
What's he doing? Any tricks or words?
So he's crawling. He's crawling and he says mama all the time. And he's just now getting this where he shakes his head no. But he's responding appropriately. Well, I mean, some of them I think they were probably yeses, but he's not quite there. He did do a couple nods, like one little thing. Like, yeah. Like you're in a poker game and it's like, that means hit me or something. It's just one little... Up? Yeah, this or silent auction where you're just like that,
I got
That's
you.
my bid.
I got you.
Anyway, And then he's starting to pull himself up. So, like, he's almost to the point where he's, like, standing. Pretty soon it's going to be walking. It's going to be ridiculous.
This dude pulls himself up, and he does the perimeter of his little enclosure there. Yeah. And it scares me to death because he's going to start climbing on stuff. So we have to make it smaller. He had access to the whole living room. And I'm like, no, there's just too much
you can't handle all that, buddy.
It's too much.
Can't handle all that yet.
But no, that's a fun age.
You know, pulling himself up, like you're saying, the perimeter stuff. He's got a pack and play, but he's not quite there yet. Like, he's not pulling up on that yet. But he's crawling. And when he wants to zoom, he's like, pew! You know, he's gone. So you gotta watch him, like a hawk.
Oh, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And he fell off. Like, we have a hearth around our fireplace that's maybe 1 brick high. It's not very high. So I put a big fluffy blanket around it. So if he, like, you know, fell, he would hit the blanket. And, well, I was trying to vacuum. He was crawling around. I was vacuuming. I put the dog bed, like, under him. So he's up on the hearth. And I put the dog bed right where he is. So if he fell, he'd fall into the dog bed.
Sure.
Well, no, he crawled too far, and then when he put his hand down, he went off the edge of the hearth and pow.
Oh.
Luckily, he has a big, thick skull like his Aunt Sandy. Tata doo-doo. Anyway, so yeah, he boomed his head. He cried a little bit, but he's fine.
Yeah.
No harm, no foul.
Yeah.
But
we got hardwood floors, and a couple times I hear clack and and I'm like, oh yeah, man,
thank goodness for these big thick skulls,
Yeah. God. And this kid's got a melon on him, so
yeah. So does
thank God.
Big Tuna has. Oof. We went to the zoo on Sunday, but I got him a little hat. Looks like a tiger.
Nice.
It's the cutest thing ever. I was like, dang, I hope this fits him. It did. So, and then Memorial Day, we had a barbecue, bunch of family over, had a good old time. He got passed around again. So
there you go.
And then they left early this morning, and then we moved everything we could. Like, as soon as I get done recording tonight, all this stuff in this magnificent studio is getting thrown in a box. Because we got to be out day after tomorrow.
You can find it again.
I know. I've been labeling. I came across a few boxes that weren't labeled, and I was like, John!
I lost a staple gun. An electric, like, industrial-sized staple gun.
Ooh, yeah.
For, like, 6 months.
Oh, because it
turned out
labeled.
It was in a box in my son's room. He goes, dude, is this yours? I'm like, I don't know what's in it. Anyway.
Yep.
So just label.
I labeled everything. John's not labeled a few, and I'm just like, what? I don't know.
Hide and seek?
I don't know.
Is that what we're doing?
I guess. Like, oh, it's a surprise. It's like Christmas. Oh, I forgot we had this. Jeez. But it's been raining like crazy, so we don't have a foundation yet. They dug the basement, two and a half weeks ago? Nothing yet.
Really?
But we got power. And the camper is plugged in, so the fridge is working. John's like, he's gonna hook up a little tube, little pipe from the sewer part, the poopy part, and it's gonna snake it down into the woods, way down there. Nobody'll know. It'll be fine. It'll keep the animals away. We're marking our territory. It'll be great.
Yeah. Sounds like fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. No. It'll be fine, though.
They're putting up a new house in our neighborhood. They were building one for like a long time.
Yeah.
And then it got warm and they finally finished it. Dude, they started one across the street from that one.
Yeah.
And honest to God, they mowed down the trees a month ago. There's a damn roof that they're putting on today.
Holy crap.
Dude, I mean, it was framed up like a week ago. And then the walls are up. And I'm like, what the? Who's working on this house?
They must have paid extra for that.
How many people do they have working on this damn house? It's going up faster, like in front of your eyes, literally. Like every time I drive past.
Wow.
I'm like, what the?
You're like, what?
Son
Jeez.
of a.
Hey, tell them to come up to my area.
It's got to be expensive to build something now, right?
Oh yeah, it's definitely. So
I saw one guy.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's just the market for houses, existing houses is sky high. Like we probably made, it appraised for what we're selling it for, but would it have to like before COVID and all that stuff? Probably not.
Or next year.
But on the flip side of that, interest rates are low, which is good, but lumber's super high. So if you're building, you're kind of like half a dozen here and 6 in here. You know what I mean?
There, yeah. I saw one guy complaining about he spent, I want to say $15 for a 2x4.
Oh yeah, they're sky high.
He goes, it was $3 this time last year. That's ridiculous.
Yes. Oh, so the people that are buying our house, I was like, hey, you can store some stuff here. We've got part of the garage, part of the basement. Like some of their stuff's here. A lot of their stuff is here. But like they have like little cutout squares of plywood sitting in the corner. And I was like, John, look what they just left over here. Like they didn't put a padlock on it or nothing. That's like $4,000 worth of wood. And it's a pile this big.
What? It's a foot high.
It's like two by two squares. There's like maybe 6 of them. $4,000. That's crazy.
That's insanity. It's seriously, and it's not even good plywood where it's got like a nice face to it. It's like the one that looks like it's all pieces. That's $50 a sheet.
Particle. Yeah. That scares me a little bit. It scares me a little bit because like the good stuff, like I guarantee you contractors are just taking what they can get. So like what are our trusses made out of? What are our like walls made out of? Is there a bunch of knots? Like is it like warped as all heck? Like I mean, I don't know. But the good thing is the saving grace here is that we're living on the property and we can walk through whenever we want.
Hell yeah.
So y'all better keep your ish together. And don't give me the bad crap.
You're going to have a few knots here and there, and maybe a board that's not 100% straight. It doesn't need to be, perfect. But, split stuff and, or rotten, that's no good for anybody, I want to do more woodworking.
We ain't taking just nothing.
I built a, like a garage workbench.
Yeah.
Like a work table.
Yeah. How much was that?
Maybe $60 when I bought all the stuff. Now it'd be well over 100.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Oh yeah.
So I got all these cool tools, and I don't even want to mess with it because everything costs so damn much.
Go cut a tree down in your yard.
Damn it! There's a bunch of trees out there too.
See, John's talking about having I think probably maybe 15 of our acres are wooded, and the conservation department will do no, maybe it's not the conservation, but somebody will come in and they'll basically like give you money for trees and stuff, and I bet you that's sky high right now, like the value. What do they call it? Logging?
Will they turn it into lumber?
Yeah, so they go in, first a guy goes around and they call them like tree counters or something. And they basically give you an idea of what you would get out of it if you logged it or whatever you would call it. I don't know.
Yeah, or they take out every third tree or something.
Right, the biggest ones, and then that basically allows room for these smaller ones to get bigger, that sort of thing. Sure. So, I mean, John was like, yeah, we'd probably get like $2,000 or $3,000 out of our property, but right now, I bet you it would pay off our house.
You'd be sitting on like $600,000-$700,000. No, dude, seriously, you said how many
take
acres?
All of it.
How many acres?
37.
You guys have 37 acres.
Yeah, and about 15, I'm guessing.
That's a nice bit of, and 15 of it's wooded?
Give or take, yeah.
So you could do like 4 or 5 of them, man, and then like do it like in sections where you don't do it in a strip, but it's like a checkerboard. You take some out here and there, and nature take care of it.
We talked about doing that and just using the wood for our own house.
Sure,
but you have to like season it, and it would take too long and stuff. So, but somebody wants to come in and
hack it up and turn it into something. What is it? Pine? What kind of wood do you get there?
Oh, all kinds. Like there's
hardwoods, oak and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's like oak trees. There's a lot of pin oak and blackjack oak and whatever else there is oak and a bunch of pine.
Red.
Yeah. It's a little bit of everything. Yep.
Georgia's known for pine, and I don't have that much on my backyard of the thing. I don't think that it's in the rule book for us to harvest any of that wood. You know what I mean?
You probably could, though.
Yeah.
If you wanted to. I was going to ask you. We're on LinkedIn now, which we had thought about doing that a long time ago, but
yeah,
I'm a little scared about it because
how so?
I feel like it's going to ruin our reputation as goofballs because LinkedIn is like the professional Facebook or something.
I always tell people that I'm serious about being funny. So we're just serious about being funny,
We're serious that we have done this for so long. We ain't going nowhere. So we're serious about that. So suck it and put that in your pipe.
There's something I want to tell you.
Should I sit down for this?
No, it's not that big.
I'm sitting down anyway. So,
my wife wanted like these cobblestone looking things. Did I tell you I poured some up with concrete?
No.
Dude.
Would you get like a form?
Yes.
Like a ice cube tray for cement?
Sort of, yeah. But it looks like cobblestones,
Yeah.
So there was an area, because our patio is on the smallish side, and I'm like, this is just kind of dumb. And, dude, it looks so good. She goes, I don't like the plain gray concrete. I'm like, they make stain. So we go back to Home Depot. She got like a brick red. I think it's called Desert Rose.
Yeah.
Bro,
I like this. Keep going.
I go, are you going to do it? She's like, yeah, I'll do it. I was like, all right, knock yourself out, right? Dude, I come outside. She's all sweaty. And painted all the cobblestones like this pinkish brick looking red. And I'm like, yo, this looks sharp. I was impressed.
Fancy,
I was very impressed. And then you don't use regular sand. You use something called polymeric sand in between. So basically, you sprinkle this stuff on and you brush it in with a big broom. Once you wet it, and it goes in between those little grooves, it kind of gets firm, sort of like a soft.
So it ain't going nowhere.
Concrete, and it ain't going nowhere.
Unless you dig it out or something.
You gotta dig it out or smash it out or whatever. But I was like, this is a cool, easy way to make something that's pretty awesome looking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got a picture?
Yeah, I can put a picture up.
So, I can see it, or just everybody else?
Oh, I was going to put it on the episode, but on the YouTube.
Oh, I see. Everybody else is important here.
I just don't want to stop my phone because, I'm recording and stuff.
I know. We'll screw something up again.
And I have an electric power washer. I don't know why I'm telling you about all this domestic stuff.
We probably will need one of those, but
and it came with a bunch of little goofy attachments. And my wife, I'm like, dude, electric, man, it sucks. I wanted gas, and she's like, shut up, take it. And she got it for $100 on sale somewhere. It has a little soap dispenser thing. I soaped up the car, power washed it, dude. It's like a legit power car wash.
Wow.
And I have the right
nozzles.
Like
a Cavitron?
More like a Profi Jet.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
you know what I mean?
Perfect.
And,
perfect
so
analogy.
I did that, and then I bought another attachment that hooks to it. That little round dish the water sprays out the bottom to clean your driveway. Anyway, so I started at the top of the driveway, and I'm working my way down. It's not done, but it looks almost white. It's so clean. I was like, this for $100, man.
Wow.
You
nice.
know? And the little attachment was $30. I got that on sale at Home Depot.
You would have paid a ton
pressure
more.
washers.
Yeah, you would have paid a ton more for somebody to come to your house.
Oh, yeah.
To do that for you.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I mean, it might take me a little bit longer, but, you know, what the hell. I'm going to kill it.
But you probably had fun with it.
Yeah, I did. So, yeah.
There's your weekend plans.
Yeah. It's going to look sharp, dude, when I get done with it. I'm doing the sidewalk.
That is pretty awesome.
It's kind of dumb, but it's domestic homeowner stuff. You know what I mean? So
it's like #adulting now.
I never thought I'd get all geeked up over pressure washing my damn driveway. You know how lame I'm gonna sound right now?
No, because seriously, if you go on YouTube,
not that I'm a super cool person anyway, but pressure washing a driveway.
If you go on YouTube and you look up this stuff, they have videos, and it is just satisfying watching something go from whatever the heck is wrong with it to pristine, brand new, lickety split. And I guarantee you, it has something to do with being a hygienist, because we can go from tartar every freaking where, and then we get in there and blah 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 blah, and then it's like beautiful red bloody gums, but the teeth are looking good.
Oh yeah,
teeth look great. I mean, there's something there.
Have you ever had people tell you, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna need veneers or crowns when I get my teeth and gums cleaned up," and then it's just cigarette stain or coffee stain or whatever, and you polish them up, and they're like, "Holy shit, that looks amazing, man!" You know, that's such a satisfying. I kind of miss that before and after, you know that.
Yes,
I do kind of miss that.
It's like reinforcement,
right? You know what else is good? Is that AutoFlosser?
Yeah. Have you been trying it out? I tried it out. Like down here, I got a little embrasure space that's kind of open and stuff, and I'm like,
I like it. I think it's super super cool. What are we talking about, Sandy?
It's a little doodad that Tom Jackson invented. He's a periodontist, which is awesome, dental field, so he knows what he's talking about. But he said it was because he would give patients these all four ons, whatever he called it.
4 on the floor.
It's 4 implants, and the denture snaps into place on these implants. No, full on 4.
All four on 4s.
All on 4s, yes. So the whole arch is on 4 implants. So he was showing these patients how to get under that and floss, and he was having a hard time with it. And all you do is you point and click. I mean, you put the little tip in between where you need to go. You do the dial, and then all of a sudden it's threaded through. You don't have to search for anything because it's right there.
Yeah. It's knowing how simple and effective it is. And we got a special discount code if you check out the link in the description box.
You know, I can't wait to see if he'll come out with a clinical one that hygienists can use in the office. But, you know, that's...
You mean with multiple patients?
Yes, because I had an ortho patient, and half the time, like... I do what I can. Sometimes we have those platypus flossers. Sometimes we don't. So this one kid, I was like, you know what? I'm going to floss every single tooth with the super floss. I was threading it. I'm like, and then I've got somebody else waiting on me too. Another patient waiting on me. But I'm like, oh, no, I'm going to do this. And I'm like lacing it through. And I floss both sides. Da-da-da-da. It probably took me a good 10 freaking minutes to floss ortho. Had I had the AutoFlosser,
ortho case run nowadays? $5,000-$6,000.
Yeah, something
AutoFlosser's
like
pennies on that. A fixed bridge, a 3-unit fixed bridge is what, $3,600 maybe? I don't know.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah,
everybody.
An AutoFlosser, nothing. Get yourself
as
one.
Soon as you
get up underneath.
Yeah,
there.
as As soon as you have somebody in your family that has ortho, that has implants, that has implant retained bridge, anything like that, you just get it. Just get it for them. Merry Christmas. They will appreciate it because it makes life a little bit better. And if you take good care of the things that you have done, your teeth are going to be a lot healthier. You're going to have a lot more success. Because how many implants have we seen fail? How many bridges have we seen get decay underneath? Well, who's to say if they had properly flossed underneath, maybe it might not have happened. Yeah. I don't know.
Plus, it makes your recall visits a lot easier and faster since you don't have to clean a bunch of schmutz out. But anyway, check it out. Link is in the description, and check it out. AutoFlosser.
What the hell? It's a fly.
Well,
dang.
It sounds like you're super busy
and tired.
Exhausted. Yeah, so you need to go get you some ice cream or something and refuel.
We actually have some in the freezer, so from our party. So yeah, maybe I eat a little bit. Yeah. It's my least favorite. It's probably one of my least favorite flavors.
What is it?
So, Moose Tracks.
What's that? Peanut butter?
You know what that? It's got swirls of fudge, but then it's got little Reese's Pieces cups in it. It's just too much. It's just too much.
It's too busy. Yeah.
Like mint chocolate chip. You got tiny little shavings of chocolate. Perfect. Fine. Great.
Yeah.
You got, you want to put nuts in there? A little swirl of fudge? Great. Perfect. But this had swirls, nuts, fudge crap everywhere, big old chunks of candy. Like, I can't do it. Man.
Peppermint. You're like, what the hell's all this?
Where'd that come from? Actually, peppermint is one of my favorites, too. Well, number one, right?
That's Spumoni.
Thank you.
That made up ice cream.
I like it so much, my house is going to look like it, so. Because it's going to be, like, it's a greenish color siding, and then brown little accent. They call them shakes. And then the roof is going to be speckled brown and green. Oh, man. All I need is a cherry-colored door, and we got Spumoni up in here.
Some Japanese ferns out in the front yard, My wife got mad because she didn't get mad, but she was a little disappointed. She went to go look for rum raisin. Haagen-Dazs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I never had rum raisin before.
I've heard of it.
Dude.
It's not one of my flavors that I go,
delicious.
I gotta try it. Yeah. Is there real rum in it, though?
I don't know. It had kind of like a rummy kind of taste to it. But, I don't know. The raisins just kind of set it off, dude. It was really good.
Really?
She's like,
I'm not a big fan of oatmeal raisin cookies either.
I can take it or leave it.
No. Yeah. Chocolate chip, chocolate chunk. Double chocolate chip, double chocolate chunk. Good. Oatmeal?
Right.
You
Chewy
put oatmeal?
Or crispy?
Oh, so if it's a mixture of both, Carlos. Let's get into this for just a second. But chocolate chip cookies need a crispy outer edge and then gooey center. Not gooey, sorry. Let me rephrase. Soft center, not gooey, because gooey means not done. Unless it's like chocolate and stuff. So, does that make sense? So when you break it, the middle eases apart, but the edges just a little
offer a little resistance.
Just a little. And that
no dry all the way through Chips Ahoy type of cookie.
No, sorry, I didn't ask for a hockey puck.
Dude, let me tell you something. I don't mess with them often. Rarely, if anything.
Yeah.
Several years ago, I had to work and I had something to do. So my wife and kids go to Florida for a weekend, right?
Yeah.
They left me some food that was supposed to last me 3 days.
Oh.
One of the items was a bag of Chips Ahoy cookies. I'll never forget it, right? You know how they come like in rows, right?
Yes. There's like 3 rows. Oreos the same way. And yeah.
3 or 4 rows. Like a big family size pack, right?
Oh, yeah.
Their drive is 6 hours.
Yeah.
So they get there, Dad, we made it. I go, I don't feel good. And they're like, what's wrong? I'm like, my stomach's killing me. And they're like, why? What happened? I was like, I ate all those cookies. They were like, dude, that's supposed to last you like more than 3 days. I'm like, I know, I ate them in 6 hours. I mean, what do you want me to do? Dude, I was killing them by the handful, son.
Sugar's like cocaine, though. Scientifically proven.
I couldn't stop. Like I remember just going, all right, I'll just grab a couple more, and then okay, I'll start the next row. Okay, and then next thing you know, a couple hours later, the whole thing is gone, and you're shaking out the little chocolate chips. Like, what happened?
And you're shaking it over your face, just the crumbs like hit you in the mouth, and you're like, yeah. No, so I don't like those crunchy ones. And here's the other thing: I don't really like the chewy ones because they have a taste to them. Like you can really tell that they're not homemade at all. Like, I want to be able to taste like the butter and the chocolate and the sugar. Like, I want to be able to taste and almost differentiate between the ingredients. But with those, like, I feel like you can't. And there's some sort of like chemical taste to it, or yeah. No.
You know, they gotta add something to it to keep that moisture from turning into like fungus or something.
It's probably formaldehyde, just saying.
You know? Ugh. Damn it, just leave the cookies alone, people.
Maybe it's Botox.
You know, so that would make them hard, like the cookies at Subway. You ever get like the 3-pack of cookies?
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are like you described. They got a little edge crust.
And and they cook those
in the middle.
They probably come in like frozen, but then they cook them. So, and there's the difference though. Like when you taste the ones that are packaged in the rows versus like the tube of the frozen or the little break apart frozen, it's different. It's just different.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
But I'll still eat them.
Yeah. I think with a hot cup of coffee, dude, I'm down with for whatever, bro. The cinnamon raisin ones are kind of funky though. Sometimes they're a little bit too sweet, you know?
Yeah.
Like gingerbready almost.
You know what I really like? And oh my gosh, everything's about food these days, but those sour cream or cake donuts, the old-fashioned donuts, you know what I'm talking about? It's almost like the donut sticks, the Little Debbie donut sticks, but it's better. Gosh, and they come in an O, but the O kind of like broke apart in a couple places because when it expanded, it was like, I'm too fat. They're freaking delicious. Well, okay, so just real quick, I dated a guy way back when I was a teenager. Older teenager, by the way. And he owned a bakery. And I would get off work at Taco Bell at like 1, 2 a.m. or whatever on the weekends. And then I would go to the bakery and we'd hang out or whatever. And oh my gosh, he would make these old-fashioned or sour cream donuts, whatever you want to call them. And like, as soon as they got out of the fryer, I was all about them. Oh, they're so good.
Damn, carbs in like bread, dude.
Damn. He always accused me of dating him for the donuts, but maybe it's true. Maybe.
You know?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
They were good though. It was
almost. I went to the donut spot 3 nights, and I was like, forget this. I can't do this. This sucks. Yeah.
Well, it was almost like artwork the way he did it. Like when he would flip stuff in the fryer, he had almost like drumsticks.
Yeah, those giant chopsticks, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I burnt the hell out of myself messing around with those chopsticks. Maybe that's why I only last 3 nights.
They probably kicked you out.
Yeah.
So you can't drum with those, and you can't eat with those. They're too big.
All right, I'll say this. Like, when you worked at Taco Bell, did you eat Taco Bell, or you just worked there?
Yeah. I gained like 30 pounds from working at Taco Bell. Golly, in one sitting one time, it was so dumb, but I was a manager, so we got free meals. Let me just tell you that I am probably the reason that they put a cap on the manager free meals.
Really?
Yeah. Because I had a Mexican pizza.
Okay.
Taco salad. And then I probably had like another burrito and a couple tacos, and I still love Taco Bell. Like I never got sick of it.
You don't have to answer, but did you used to smoke the ganj back then, or
no.
This is just natural hunger?
No, this was just me going, dang, this stuff is good. You put your face under the nacho cheese, and you're like, oh. No, I didn't.
My roommate dated some girl who worked at Taco Bell, and then around 11:30, we drive out to the one outside the base, just outside the base gates, right? Where they would get rid of all the extra stuff.
Yep.
And she'd hand us like 2 big ass bags of just whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like those little sweet cinnamon sugar crunchy things.
The churros or the cinnamon twists.
Whatever they had laying around. Burritos, whatever. And dude, you know
what those are made of, right?
I have no idea.
The little cinnamon twists. They're rotini pasta noodles. You throw them in a fryer, and they expand like all hell. And then you take them out of the fryer, and you sprinkle all the stuff on it. You toss them around, and you get your cinnamon sticks.
Dude, those things are delicious, bro.
I know. You ever thought it was a pasta noodle?
No. I didn't know what it was. I figured it was some sort of like pork fat or pork rind or something. I didn't know what it was, Well,
now you know. The more you know.
I had this comic I worked with one time, and he had a bit about this magazine article came out and accused Taco Bell of having only 30% meat.
And there's oatmeal in it.
And then Taco Bell replied, they were like, screw you, that's not true. We're 80% meat. He goes, it's Taco Bell. It's not 100%. We admit that, but it's not 30.
Right.
And it just like that was their stance. Yeah, it's not 100% meat. Of course not. It's you get a pound burrito for $1.99. It's not going to be real meat, but it's not 30%. Oh, I was like, that is the dumbest argument. But anyway,
yeah.
Right, well, listen,
they have oatmeal in their meat.
Really? Now let me ask you this, and you don't have to.
Well, at least they used to.
Tell me later. But I heard they had sawdust. Is that a thing, or am I going to get sued by Taco Bell?
Oh no, I don't think they have sawdust in that.
Like cellulose. Just the wood is made out of.
I don't remember seeing cellulose, but I remember reading on the side of the box oatmeal. I think that's what it was.
I can get down with oatmeal. That's cool.
And cellulose, that's like if you take those clear capsule pills that you can pull apart and there's powders inside or whatever, those capsule covers are made out of cellulose.
It ain't gonna kill you, but it's not real meat. Yeah.
Well, no, cellulose ain't meat.
No.
Let's look it up. You got Taco Bell meat ingredients on there.
All right.
Let's break this bitch wide open.
All right, this is it, and then I gotta go. Taco.
All right, me too.
Bell meat ingredients. All right. All right.
Okay, Taco Bell. What's meat made out of?
Wow.
It'll probably say secret recipe.
Here's what's actually in Taco Bell's 88% beef.
Ooh, 88%?
That's not bad, dude.
That's not bad.
88% is almost 100% real meat. All right.
Yeah.
All right. The other 12 ingredients are. Here we go.
Okay.
The other 12%. Something called maltodextrin.
Oh, that's fake sugar.
A powdered starch is made from corn or potatoes to enhance the texture.
Yeah.
Here's another one.
Okay.
And I don't know if I'm saying this right. Trehalose. Trehalose. It's a type of sugar that is only about 40 to 45% as sweet as table sugar. Never heard of it.
Why do they put sugar in taco meat anyway? Like, isn't that weird?
Shouldn't be spicy, but I think that's how you enhance some spicy things is by adding a little bit of salt or adding a little bit of sugar. You know that.
Then just put regular old sugar. Don't be screwing around with this hella hellos, whatever hellos.
All right, here's something called Torula yeast. Torula. It's a type of yeast that's used as a flavor enhancer in many packaged foods, from chips to crackers. And Taco Bell says it gives its beef a more savory taste. Modified cornstarch. It's a thickener. Soy lecithin. It's a byproduct of making soybean oil. Soybean oil.
You can't have soy, then you can't have Taco Bell meat.
Sodium phosphates.
What happened to just cutting up a cow, throw a little salt, little pepper, little cumin, paprika, whatever taco seasonings you want, and then there's your taco meat? What happened to all this? Let's pump it full of yeast and pump it full of soy lecithin and this and that and treca hoka hola los. There you go. There's your taco meat now. Like,
enjoy.
Come on.
Caramel color.
That's weird.
And cocoa butter?
Cocoa butter?
Cocoa powder.
Powder.
And it's used
I've heard of some of that. Yeah, I've heard of that.
To make things brown. So
I thought you said
rather use
cocoa. I thought you said cocoa butter, and I was like, is that so that make it slide right through?
Okay, so now we know 88%. You probably don't want to go on a full-time diet of that, but
yeah, I'd still eat it though.
Once in a while, about 2-3 in the morning when there's nothing else open, get your little Taco Bell and keep it moving. I don't know. I still think you get the same amount of stuff. It's just less meat in it, so make it go further. I don't know. I'm sure it's all about money, but hey,
I'd still
Taco
have
Bell
I'd still have a Nachos Bel Grande.
I'd still get one of those. My buddy Conrad has a joke, and he goes into Taco Bell. I'll leave you on this, right? Okay. And Conrad, I'm sorry, he's the patient in that movie Be Patient that I did in my old dental office, and it's like 10 minutes long, and he plays a complete jerk of a patient.
I remember. I watched it.
He did a fantastic job, and the joke is, the guy at Taco Bell says, "Oh, you must have got stuck with the Taco Bell run today." He goes, "No, I normally spend $27 in Taco Bell on myself because I'm offended. Let me speak to your manager." He goes, "Listen, I'm sorry. Can we comp you a double XL burrito?" He goes, "You trying to bribe the guy you called fat with a double XL steak, please?" Keep the lettuce, add more cheese, throw in a Baja Blast, and we'll call it even. And anyway, so
I'd go for that.
Taco Bell. Yeah. Ironically, we had Mexican tonight. Is that all we talk about? Is food?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and movies. That's about it.
Cookies and Taco Bell. That's pretty much this episode and the AutoFlosser. All right, guys. That's pretty much it for us. You guys take care of yourself. Check out that AutoFlosser. Sandy, you finish packing. I'll go back to doing whatever it is I was doing. And
I'm gonna probably go to bed or something because I'm tired.
Yeah, shut it down. I'm tired. Hit the ground fresh tomorrow.
Shut it down. Yep.
All right.
Good to see you, Carlos.
Same here. Be good.
Yeah.
And we'll talk soon. So thank you for listening.
Yes.
Have a great weekend and evening, and go floss yourselves, please.
Yes, definitely go floss yourselves.
Sandra, be good.
Yes. All right. Peace out.
Good night. Bye.